Today's first impressions video is on Ixion, which is a space-themed city builder, exploration, survival extraordinaire. It is, as you can tell from the intro, just stunning to look at. It is one of the most graphically pleasing city builders I think I have ever played. As always, we will look through the options first and we will see what the game has to offer in terms of graphical fidelity, any sort of accessibility options it gives, etc. And then we'll jump into the gameplay. The tutorial is quite long, but it's very well done. I've only just finished the tutorial and now we're really into the crux of the game, in that I've got to basically save everybody and bring it back to full standard. I really like this game. Outside of just how bloody beautiful it is, it plays really well as well. So, let's jump into those options and then we'll look at the gameplay. Your options are actually really good. They've got a lot here. They've got language, tutorials on or off, construction mode, you can zoom to rotate or just use your R key. Continue playing dialogue when game is paused. I kind of like the fact that they've got that option on, so you can pause the game and not have to, like, you know, worry about what's going on and just listen to the dialogue. And again, the voice acting in this game is almost as good as how beautiful it is, and I'm not going to stop going on about how beautiful it is because the game is fucking stunning. Subtitles on or off, interior view camera sensitivity and your exterior sensitivity and stuff. It's on quite low and it doesn't really need to be any higher, but again, that's down to personal preference. I like the fact that you can change that. You've got your different sensitivities. There's a lot of different camera angles in this and different sort of areas that you've got to go and explore, which we will look at in game. Key bindings, I mean, it's a city builder. You're not really going to be using much outside of your mouse and the R key, honestly, to rotate. You're not really going to want a lot more of these because you can do it all with the mouse, but it's nice that you can rebind them, and they've got pretty much an option for everything as well. Display options, you've got borderless windowed, you've got a lot, and I mean a lot of resolution options here, which is really nice to see, all in different hertz settings as well. You choose your monitor. I'm only on a single monitor setup on this PC, so that's not really an issue, but I like the fact that you can change the monitor in the game options. Frame rate or VSync, AA, Taurus anti-aliasing, and your gamma levels, which is nice. It is important to note that each of these settings you change, you have to apply before you choose the next option. Once it turns to the black, then it means that you've changed something and you need to apply it, otherwise it will not save it at all. Graphics options. Now, there aren't that many graphics options because they've split graphics and display here, which is completely fine. You've got shadow quality, texture filtering, ambient occlusion, bloom. Motion blur is off by default, which is fan-bloody-tastic. More games, if you're going to have motion blur, have it off by default. Most people are going to want it off by default. Let it have an option for switching on, not the other way around. And your building lights quality as well. There's not really too much more that you would expect to add, and I'm very happy to say that the game runs beautifully. I was a bit concerned because it put everything down to medium by default, but I've turned everything up to ultra, and I've had no frame drops, I've had no stutters, no nothing. It is optimized really well. Your audio, it's probably worthwhile turning it down a little bit. The soundtrack is phenomenal. I am gushing over this game and I don't even care. Like, it is really good. It sets the tone, it goes with it, and like I say, the voice and everything, they're really well done. A lot of time, effort and care has been put on the aesthetics of this game as well as the gameplay, and it shows. And then accessibility, it'd be nice if they had a few more accessibility options here. Colorblind mode isn't really needed too much. It's kind of makes it very obvious in other ways, but they've got Dysphoria mode, which removes eating sounds during dialogue, which is a really nice thing. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of chewing sounds and stuff, so I get it. It'd be interesting to see if there were more accessibility options that they could add to this, maybe. It seems like, whilst yes, they've got it, it's a bit of a waste and could have probably been put in audio. just to save on an extra screen, unless they do plan on adding more. give them feedback. They seem very open to that. And that's your settings menu. Very, very impressed. Really am. There's not much more that they need to add. They've got everything that they need to. Aesthetically, it fits the theme, and it's you know, everything's been placed well and stuff. So yeah, that's your options. Once you've gone through the tutorial, you're kind of left with something that should look pretty similar to this. It basically gives you all the building blocks that you need. I have built a lot more stockpiles than what it told you to. The tutorial only really tells you to buy one. You are going to need more. You're not going to be able to do or build anything without it. The game is currently paused as well, as you can tell. You've got your cargo bay here. You've got your airlock here. And then you've got a probe that I'm currently building here. You've got lots of different things, and it will show you what materials it's storing or what material it needs, if there's any issues with any of the buildings. And you get like random events that you can gain resources from. You can gain favor, lose favor, etc. You get all of your objectives in the top left hand corner, and you've got different things going on here, and they will light up when there is something that needs your attention. You got your tutorial views here if you want to go back through any of them and sort of read through what it says. And then you've got your notifications here, which tells you when something is happening on a different screen. And again, the attention to detail here is massive. Like, I don't think I've played a game where you can zoom in this far and everything look as high fidelity as this. Like, the closest is probably City Skylines or the old school like Sim Cities back in the day. But even then, like, this is just next level. It looks incredible. It plays really well. It sets the theme really, really good as well. And everything has its own unique purpose. So you've got farms here to make more food. You can research stuff. There's just everything. You've got all your information at the top of things that you're stocking and things that you need, your population, etc. There's a lot. There's a lot of micromanaging going on as well. So we're going to speed things up here so we can get this built and everything. Then you've got your Tekken external view, which shows you the state of your station, the thing that you are now currently repairing. As you can see, we've got the hull repair activated here, and you can turn it off or on from here to get it so it's repaired. You can then decide to build things, so you can make different solar panels to give you more power, which you're going to need, and then you've got your engines here, which you build during the tutorial. Then you've got your solar system here, and basically anything with these spyglasses have something that you need to check out and see. So it will give you a bit of prologue, and then you've got options here, some that are going to take less time, some that are going to take more. We're going to investigate first just so you can see, and then the time will go on as it does the job. As you can see, you've got to finish the expedition, so you're going to have to do all three of them. You've got to repair the station, and we've got to feed the crew as well. You've got to get your trust level back so you can do more things, and you can sort of launch probes and stuff as well when they're done. There really is a lot going on. It's a lot to take in, and once you've done this area, you can then unlock the locks for your sector 2, so you can go to different sectors and start to build out and repair. And you know, you can then, instead of having this one hull, you could maybe have one sector that's purely for living quarters, one sector for food and farm, etc. Yeah. So we're gonna take the penalty there. It's fine. I want to be honest with them. But outside of that, it is just your bog standard everyday city builder, right? So here we've got the cargo ship, and we need some polymer, so we're going to click on there to get some polymer going. And then we are going to go through here, resume data. There you go. So yeah, you've basically got to go through and complete all the objectives, make sure everybody gets fed, make sure your crew stays happy, try and build the trust level, keep your power up, otherwise you lose power and then your hull integrity kind of disperses and doesn't go well. And just expand and see what else you can do and what else you've got available to you. It's a big game. There's a lot to it. There's a full research tree as well. As you can see, we're trying to research the battery here, and then I'm probably going to make a polymer refinery, since that is the thing that we are lacking the most of. And we're just going to expand and see what happens. But yeah, I really, really like this game. As you can see, we're only in the solar system right now because, you know, early game, very early game, we broke everything. And we're going to just keep going. We're going to keep going. You can move your system as well, and you get a nice little cutscene when you decide to move your station. And again, it just shows just how pretty this game is. It feels a lot like they are showing off a little bit, right, with the graphics. It doesn't need it, but it's nice to have. But that really is all there is to say about the game. It's a city builder with exploration, micromanaging, survival, and stunning graphics and amazing soundtrack. That's literally all you need to know about it. It is fantastic. If you get the chance, pick it up. This is Ixion. It's been out for a while now, and I am in love. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.